Welcome back everybody to Disco Elysium. We just woke up from restless slumber. It's day 3, 7:30 a.m. We should be able to go out and see if our dear Kim Kitsuragi has returned. I miss him. Can I knock? Damn it. Okay, maybe he's downstairs? I don't know when exactly he'll be back. But, there he is, nice. Hey, hang on a minute. Is that the smoker? Oh, the balcony guy is here. Interesting. But now that Kim is back, he was actually away because he was sending the body to processing. He was driving it there. We were done with everything with the body. Apart from the boots, I didn't get the boots, but screw that. I don't think I want to have boots from that dead body who was like disintegrating into the boots for like 8-9 days. Don't think I want these boots anyways. But we've done a few things. We talked to Evra and some other things. Who are these people? I'm happy that Kim is back now because I think sometimes he gives me some input in the dialogues that we have, and it's always good to have him. So I'm really glad he's back. I'm gonna go straight to talk to him, but I see these people look like they're maybe police persons, I don't know. And the balcony guy is here, so lots to do. Also, I have over $20, so I could pay the next night. I don't know how long I'm staying here. I don't know how many days this game has, but anyway, let's talk to Kim. Good morning. Like my style?
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember anything. Okay, nothing. Could I get a refill, please? Let's talk to him. Oh, now he's following me again. Okay, cool.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
There he is again, the smoke on the balcony, right here in the whirling in rags. Hi, hello, adjust your tie. You're here! Adjust your tie.
I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe. Not bad. Not bad at all. What brings you here?
I found this in his apartment and I put it on. He scans you. What are you doing here? Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime. I met your Sunday friend. What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I live here. My room is right upstairs. This is where I'm going to go down in history. I'm going to sing karaoke. I'm here to... Maybe I say that and maybe he can help me a little bit. He is the guy who's into the arts, right?
Really? Well, I look forward to that.
He raised a glass to you. Thanks. Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And he believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
He takes another drag of a cigarette before knitting his brows.
No.
Your Sunday friend.
I don't think it came up.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
Oh, what was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
He turns his eyes upwards in recollection.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
He closes his eyes. Okay, thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
His lazy eyes stroll over your face. I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
You were right, he was magically bureaucratic. I didn't like him as much as I like you. I didn't. As a government official, I don't trust governments.
Ah, shoot. Why not?
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
He smiles and his smile seems melancholic. Return where?
To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village.
He breathes in and keeps his lungs filled for a moment before letting it out.
Or is it just money? I don't know.
He stares at the bar. What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
And what do you do when you get together?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
On Sunday. Okay. As long as you're both happy with that agreement, why was he staring at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
He waves gently with a cigarette holding hand. I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk to you.
Hmm?
And about you.
What about me, gendarme?
What is it about the way he carries himself? About the hat and the robe I'm wearing?
You can keep it. I don't mind. I can appreciate beauty when I see it.
Is he flirting with me? I wasn't really planning on giving it back anyway, thanks. I like carrying a piece of you with me at all times. Oh my god, can I have a romance with this guy? Can I have an affair? He's like so flirty. His entire vibe is like, you can keep it. You know? He is so flirty with me. I think I took it to blend in. I'm undercover, you see. I don't know if I want to. If I can have a romance with a man, why not go straight for Kim? I took it to blend in.
Blend in where? At Carnival?
Hey, yeah. He raises his brows. Okay, I'm leaving. I don't think I even need to try. Although I could try again. Composure. Let's try. I'm gonna fail this big time.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Nah, bullshit.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Bye-bye. Alright, so... should we talk to these people?
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
Oh god, she's like, you're an officer? and I'm running around like that.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Wait, she does seem familiar, okay. Horse-faced woman.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Hold on, you're a patrol officer of the RCM? I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry? Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me? Proceed. Are you a patrol officer?
Yes, I
She
am.
nods. I'm a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
Thanks, Kim.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere, but if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Okay. Is everything alright?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
She's still avoiding your gaze. Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people. It's cool to see another cop. I thought Kim and I were the only ones. God, I don't know why. I'm just trying to do my best. Let's just do this by the book, okay? This sounds really sincere. I want to be sincere.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
She shakes her head and breathes out.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
So, what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
The sunglass-wearing man pushes through his teeth.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
You're the police, right? Cool. So am I.
I don't know what to say.
She looks around.
Don't say anything, Judith.
Wait, is he police? I mean, he's wearing one of those coats. What are you, the police, doing here?
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
A horse-faced woman, policewoman, say nothing.
I just want to do my job. That's all.
She says quietly and looks away. Okay, goodbye. What the heck is going on here? That was so weird. That was so weird. Okay, come on, Kim. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, first off, man, am I glad that he's back. I missed him so much. Let's straight go to the waterlock. I think it said something 9:15 or so. I'm not really sure about that. But, ooh, workers! Oh! Huh. What does this do now?
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle.
Pull the lever again.
You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk.
Clunk.
Then
Then.
the water lock starts moving.
Ooh, that means now we can finally go over there. Oh my god. Boom. Awesome sauce. New areas!
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Okay, Kim.
Focus on one thing. Achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
Alright. See, this is why I need Kim. So who are you fellas? Can't talk to you? Can I talk to you? Wait, there was one thing that said you should do it again with Kim. Which was that, guys? Do you remember? The bullet. Oh, the bullet. Oh, you guys are gems. Thank you so much. Yes, the bullet. Here.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp.
Thanks, guys. Kim, take a look at this. It's a jacketed bullet close to 5mm in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Okay.
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Yeah, I agree.
Something tells you that won't be any time soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
Hand-eye coordination. Aware of the name of the antique rifle you found, Encyclopedia said this came from the breech loader. It's just 17%. I don't have my hopes up too high, but it's a white check. I can try it again later, so...
You can't remember what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearm models?
Okay. I tried. Find the murder weapon. Okay. And we have a few things done. Okay, cool. I'm not aware of anything else that I need to do in the main area apart from asking around for the tattoos, maybe? We could also, while we're here in this corner, I mean everything is around the corner in this place so far, but we could try to talk to Plaisance again.
You broke down the back door,
Yeah.
the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
She looks very sad, resigned even. I don't know what I was thinking, barging in like that. Sometimes necessary to resort to extreme measures.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
Her shoulders slump as if a heavy burden lies on them. Well, I've looked around. I can tell you what I saw. It was the only way to get this investigation going. I can tell what I saw.
Okay, I'm willing to listen. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
She shrugs, apparently dejected.
But before we go on, did you encounter the malignant entity?
Her eyes narrow as the whispers the name. The entity? No, I don't think so. Of course, the entity. Close your eyes. I didn't see her, but I sensed her presence. No, I don't think so.
Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her.
You mean the chimney that's part of the central furnace? I heard voices coming from there. Chimneys aren't big enough for anyone to live there. Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course. It all makes sense now.
Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there.
She, okay.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
True.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery too.
Okay. Alright, let's do that then. Harry's elf is such a strong look, isn't it? Isn't it fabulous? He looks so unique and special. Oh no, wait, wrong button. Oh, maybe we can open this now? Maybe it defrosts a little bit?
This machine is dead still. It has a hand crank.
Hang on. I need to also equip this.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand cranked ice
Okay,
cream.
never mind. It's even now after a night's sleep, it's still that my crowbar is too weak. Up there. Okay, we save. Here we can try this again.
As before, an iron safety curtain curves. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Oh, wait. He wanted me to yell something into the furnace, not bang on the door again. Oh, damn it. I'm stupid. Sorry. I ran past it. Oops. For some reason I thought I have to go there, but here we have to go.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Medium, yell hello into the furnace.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
You hear a woman's voice. Answer. Could that be Annette?
you've awakened the entity.
This is the police who is there. I summon the ghost of the doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit. Hello. Are you there? Speak to me. Are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Okay, leave. Not kicking it with my foot. Oh, we making progress. I like progress. Go, 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 go! Oh, ooh, wow, wow, wee, wow. Who are you? What is this? This tray is full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. Wait, are you still working on the game thing? A candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Are you a dice maker?
Hello. I'm Nia.
Novelty dice maker. A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Hold on, what do you mean by milieu?
Yes, a Milieu is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table. Oh, so she is the game maker person. Maybe she knows the password.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance?
She blinks.
You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice? Never mind, I'll be back later. No, why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
No?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice. Maybe. I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer and I need to ask some questions. Maybe this.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual.
Okay.
Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites.
Nice.
No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Yeah, smart.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
I like big bucks and I cannot lie.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Okay, I'd like to order a die from you. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Okay.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
Shut up, Inland Empire.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
The drama, Saya.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She looks up at the window. Pale light comes in. And you never took your eyes off the work to look out of the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
Okay, true. When it's dark out and you are in a lit room, yeah, makes sure.
It's
Makes
light
sense.
here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Makes sense, yeah. All right, novelty dice maker, thank you very much for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the wall. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
I don't really have to pay, okay. What does that mean?
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Okay.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceiling fading into shadows above. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Plaisance is a wise woman. She has Seminese trinkets protecting her against curses. The curse. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate. This is the truth. I don't know if I should tell her. I don't think she's a malicious entity or anything.
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
Yes, but it's still a separate building. The malicious entities can't reach there. No, the whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and customers have trouble paying bills. Like me. You're right, the whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe a bit.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Plaisance think it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. It's because you are competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get you to you. Have no doubt about it. It just doesn't care about earthly time frames. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in the so-called curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I think it still might be you that's causing this. Narrow your eyes very mysteriously. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Honestly, I'm still not sure. This world is a puzzling place. I don't know if I'm deciding or... I think this is kind of funny. I still think it might be you. Could be funny. I want to believe this is the case.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Did I not already say that? Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
They want to be manly.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customers should have been more open-minded. I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even if my life depended on it. Guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinions on hairstyles. I think my guy is a simple man, to be honest.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
She tucks a strand of hair under her headscarf. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym. It was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Okay. Imagine Kuno, fucking up that barbell. And who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's sort of the king around here. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. Indeed. Who is Kuno? Your guess is as good as mine. No, he's a little ginger gremlin.
Oh, yes. You mean the kid with the sailor's mouth?
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out of the window. It's oddly quiet there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
True. How did the community project work out? Conclude. Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse.
Oh boy.
At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Oh god.
You should have known it.
You should have known it.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Why not?
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess.
She sighs.
There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
People could be annoyed that their neighbors are having their windows repaired in the middle of the night.
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed?
Wait. What?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the debris, but what's a snuff milieu?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Ew.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that. As if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
Yeah, like, a bit more drama, please.
What does she mean to get off on it?
Oh god, come on, you know it, I know it, everybody, Chet knows it, come on.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
The lieutenant turns to you.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Then she lets the thought go. Someone here make stuffed animals?
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Oof.
But what drugs?
Shut up, electrochemistry! I need to know what drugs he was doing for my police report. Let it pass.
Anything else?
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
What? Insect rights activists? What in the name of?
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Okay.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I love that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects, not. But insects don't have any brain or feelings. They got what they deserved. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. I'm happy for the little bees and bugs.
Really? Anyway.
She looks at the windowsill where a dead fly is lying on its back legs curled up in a bow tie. Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
When we go to the other side, we have to look for Lena's husband, Morel, who is like investigating this super rare insect, right? What's with the rotor blade and skis? What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Let me guess, he never returned. She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
The lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47.
The bailiffs in 47.
I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just props. Why return them?
I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? Ooh, maybe I learned the password?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chatting behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
Okay.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive. Really, they must have been on a gigantic ego trip. No, it looked impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Oof.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
Thanks, authority.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult. Especially if you've been drinking.
Especially if you've been drinking. Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. You're right. They should have just tried harder. They had everything needed to succeed. It looked great.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Ooh, D20.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Oh.
Anything else?
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
All right, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back, disapproving.
Fritte does the same thing.
Yeah! Fritte does the same thing. I was actually thinking about the chick in the shop when she said that, the bored magazine browsing. I know a girl just like that. She works in Fritte as a cashier. And she's not particularly friendly. What did they expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all. That's an awkward winning idea. How else do you choose people around you? I don't have an opinion on employing teens. I just want to know, did it work out for the business? It is a dog's pay.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand.
Very intimidating then.
And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache. The bear! It didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Oh no!
Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Glacé. That's how we in Switzerland call ice cream. Glacé. Not solemnly, it's the market doing the job. I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. Every time I saw the bear, I felt scared, like it could become alive any moment now. I killed the bear. You unplugged it.
You did what?
She rolls her swivel chair an inch closer to you, unsure whether she heard you right. I had to kill the bear to become the bear. I murdered it with my own bare hands. I laid it to rest. It's my trophy now. I unplugged the fridge to help Revachol Ice City cut their losses.
Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money.
Yeah.
The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherian.
Okay.
Sounds cool.
Megatherian?
Megatherian. A mega wild beast.
What's a mega wild beast? Very cool, but I don't want to hear about. No, but
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life
okay.
by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Oh,
A wise and noble beast,
shut up.
guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with
Oh,
drugs.
shut up, electrochemistry.
The horrific necktie tightens around your
No,
neck.
no.
Strangely
No.
excited.
No.
But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
No, don't get off my neck. I don't do drugs. I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself. Don't have a comment on drugs. Grab your necktie and mumble. Not now, you beast.
What?
Nothing. Cough and let go of the tie.
Right. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the morning light. Her eyes follow idly. Idly.
Little sparkling embers under the window.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
Maybe I did?
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
It's okay.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
So you're telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours? I was wondering about the whirling in rags. It's part of the same building complex? Wait, this.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the whirling in rags. Is it part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom. Albeit, I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
In an empire. I saw a name East Delta Pinball on the doorbell.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure. Before my time. I'm not surprised, however.
Why? Gaming arcade? That sounds fun.
My advice? Don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick-track, especially pinball.
Aww.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
Lieutenant ships in.
His disdain for pinball could not be clearer.
A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company named Slipstream SEA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
I know.
Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
First, it wasn't Plaisance. I know her and would have recognized her voice. She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
There's a moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
Pretty positive, yeah.
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
It was eerie.
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or...
You're right, I probably just got made fun of. No, it wasn't something. It was something else, something eerie near your eyes. May have been some sort of rare electrical anomaly. Something eerie.
Pranks can be eerie.
She looks as if she's still convinced it's nothing to be worried about.
Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
I have a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
I have one more question about the intercom.
I'm pretty sure it still does. Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Why hasn't her business failed? Shivers too. Hang on. Maybe I can put some stuff on, some clothes that add to shivers. I had something that add to shivers. I think the police robe plus shivers. Drama, logic, half-light, electrochemistry. Okay, maybe I have something that removes shivers. No. But maybe we can try now. What's going on here? Investigate doomed commercial area. Wednesday! Wah wah wee wah. Okay, let's save.
Oh, it's you again.
8%. I can try it again.
You feel
Fail.
nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Start taking off your clothes. You need to connect. Okay.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
The dice maker stares at you while you start to fuss with your pants.
Officer!
The lieutenant exclaims sharply. The zipper is stuck. Is it just me or is it hot in here? I'm trying to lower my body temperature. It's part of the special technique I have. Never mind, that was a terrible idea. Do up your pants. I'm trying to lower my body temperature.
And why would you do that?
It's part of a special technique I have.
And what technique is that?
She squints at you, a little astonished at what she's hearing. You still haven't gotten your zipper open. Okay, hear me out. Sometimes I get these feelings. You know what? Forget it. It was a bad idea. Sometimes I get those feelings.
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical episode.
No, it's my thing.
Officer, this isn't how mature adults deal with their feelings.
But ma'am, I have a feeling about you, and that's why I have to open my pants. In my head, it makes sense. Okay, continue.
Now you feel something.
No, not my
Cold,
morale,
damp
woman!
Shame washing over you.
Give me back my morale. At this instant. No, not like that. It's like I can feel the wind, or I don't know, the air pressure, and then the air tells me things. Can we please just forget this ever happened?
Gladly.
The dice maker turns away so that you can do up your pants. Okay, I'm leaving. I'm out of here. My bloody morale is gone already. Oof. Damn it! I'm sorry, Kim, that I failed you like that. Oof. Can I do anything about this thing now?
Tiles on the cube are still. Nothing happens.
Insert the production. This is why we need Kim to supervise. Exactly. Otherwise, things would happen, you know? He needs to keep an eye on us. Otherwise, I would just have undone my pants in front of this woman, and I don't know. Maybe I would have gotten into trouble for it. Okay. Good. It's 9 a.m. Do we have anything that I still need to do here before we go over to the next area? Sing karaoke, explore the whirling secret passages. Who made the call reporting the crime? The victim's tattoos. Wait, we needed to talk to these people. This lorryman, right? Hang on. This hat. What does a hat do? Logic. Okay, cool. So, we needed to talk to them. I forgot about why I needed to talk to them, but I remember that I needed to talk to the 3 lorrymen. So let's do that.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Got any smokes on you? Care to spare some change from working stiff? Tell me more about this strike. What are you hauling anyway? You seem like a man who knows about drugs. Oh yeah, it was the drug trade thing. 4 Joys. What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him. Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked, I've always wanted a friend in the underworld. Okay, and what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing.
Okay.
They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately.
So nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Maybe they did. That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
He
You
points-
interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
He points at the lorry with his thumb.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
That a fallen A6 you got there?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
He gives the side of the lorry a friendly knock.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Could I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling? Ooh.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Okay. I had another
The
question.
man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Seems like a man who knows about drugs. What do you see in his eyes? Empathy. I can try again.
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that
What's in
goes
this-
beyond the horizon.
Sorry. What's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
He emerges from the reverie. I'm a cop. I can fix anything. You can tell me. Hell, I get longing. I felt something similar since I woke up.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know?
Excuse me?
I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora.
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
No. What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me.
Oh, the poor guy.
What about you, cop man? You missing someone?
There's a pause and a sigh. Then he turns his eyes to you.
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I miss my gun. I lost it. I'm fine, man. I don't miss anyone. I miss someone, but I don't know who it is. I guess I miss someone. I mean, did I not lose my wife? Or she left me, so I basically kind of lost her. So I miss someone, but I don't know who it is.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Thank you. You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
He folds his hands behind his head and leans back.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking? I need to get high. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Wait. Then why are you still hanging around? Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Okay. Okay, then we talk to somebody else here. Anybody? Anybody? Oh, the crazy woman? I mean, we can try talking to her again, but she wasn't really talkative before. I don't expect much to
The woman
happen.
still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands.
I
In
already-
the background, the radio plays.
I already tried the snapping, but then Kim stopped me, so I don't think this is gonna do anything. Alright. 3 lorrymen, they said. 3. I talked to one. I believe Tommy. Tommy Leon. Can I do anything here? I need money.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin.
Her tough guy. Do you think it's a racist guy that we talked to earlier? How do I know where and who the lorrymen are? Do you think he is one? Is he one? I don't know. Try snap again? Should I? I haven't talked to this asshole again. Let's try that.
Looking for something?
The lorry driver recognizes you.
You could push him by asking him to show you the soles of his boots. He definitely looks like someone capable of a lynching.
I found this mug in the trash. Show the man yours.
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
Okay.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
He spits on the ground.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
I get it. Someone has to be the unpopular guy.
I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. The
Whoa.
science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
Okay.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
No. Okay, what else have you thought up? Yes, I can really tell. You're a prime example of superior design. Right, I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it? Jump ahead. Is it? Can I say this sarcastically? Okay, what else have you thought up?
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources.
Yeah, what's the problem with that then?
The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
He throws a sharp glance at Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Wait, what's this cultural victory? Uh-huh. Say nothing. Right. I've already made up my... Uh-huh.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
What the heck? Yeah, I think I can get down with racism. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Okay, sure, whatever. I'd really rather talk about something else.
Go right ahead. You may be a cop, but that won't help you avoid the calamity to come.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern expression remains unchanged, but you sense something there, below. Not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet, he thinks, wriggled out of it. What happened? Did your balls shrivel up? You had plenty of chances to get off this road, but no, you let this guy keep talking. Then, when the time came to make your choice, you tried to split the difference. Weak.
I just try to, like, get all the information I can out of people. You said something about the rights and privileges of lorrymen?
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges.
Hold on, what's a carter?
Someone with a cart. What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches. Before machines.
And that's a privilege?
Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient. Very prestigious.
So you're in a Carter's Guild?
Goddamn right. They've been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit. But when they try to replace us, they'll regret it.
Okay.
Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass.
Oh boy.
Mark my words. Generations of practice and no laughing matter.
Let me see the soles of your boots. Oh yeah, about the maybe he's the strange shoe guy. You're lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs? Let me see the soles of your boots.
Been admiring the stompers, huh? Sure thing. Check them out.
He lifts his left foot, then the right. Look at the sole.
On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediately discernible pattern.
What's up with your soles?
It's Revachol.
Where did you get the boots like that?
Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny.
He rubs the back of his balding head, but why?
For when the invasion comes, the last thing they'll see before the lights go out is illustrious Revachol.
Okay.
It doesn't look like the lieutenant cares. He just makes a little note.
Welcome to Revachol, I like it. What's this invasion anyway? Sounds like more immigrant bashing. You do understand you're stomping on Revachol every day, don't you?
No, it's not like that. You don't get it. It's when I kick them, you know? Oh, fuck it. It's too complex for you.
You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on a cigarette. Yeah. Okay, so why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Hold on, but they take alcohol in Ilmara too. I was told they do.
Oh, I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes, I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze.
So I take it you're not smuggling drugs on them out of Martinez?
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
So why are you still hanging around here? Most of the other lorrymen have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking on at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
Ah, ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Oh boy.
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
He takes a long suck on the cigarette, appearing to savor the taste.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
If you're all at the whirling, how do you know it was Kips who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that it's the kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road to science, man.
If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Who is that?
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Where do I find that guy?
Just Follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Apricots? Uh-oh, the lorryman lets out a raspy croak at his own sense of humor.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sea Lang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood.
Oh god,
He's
stop
your
it.
man, all right? 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sea Lang himself has to say.
Guess we need to pay Sea Lang a visit then.
Guess so.
He grins contented with himself. We're done for now. Alright. Let's see. South from here. So somewhere this way. Near the canal. It's not Tommy. Maybe it's the other guy? The one with all the... This guy? Are you Sea Lang? You Sea Lang?
You see a
Yeah.
Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sea Lang is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer,
Yeah, what is cool?
you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Finger pistols! Really? You think I'm cool? I'm not cool. Whether I'm cool is unimportant. I have You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like.
He services consumers' kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
He settles back into the pile of boxes he's sitting on.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Ratherick. I'll look around, thanks. Where are you from, Sea Lang?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Sea Guy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
You are from the Apricot Suzerainty, right?
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Sea Guy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say that you're from, pronounce it very painstakingly, Sea Guy.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. But the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left.
That's a shithole. Right, but isn't it only a shithole because of Revachol?
If you say so, officer. I don't worry too much about politics. I'm an entrepreneur, you know. Whatever's good for business is good for me.
Yeah, I feel with that. I don't care much about politics neither. So, Sea Lang, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent.
He kisses his fingers.
Tasty, tasty drugs.
Oh boy. This needs one of those hats for cosplay stream. This hat? I'm super into drugs. I actually don't like drugs. Proceed. We're looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me.
Now it is.
That's my day job. This is my dream.
He spreads his arms. In my dream! So you forgot to tell me? So you were embarrassed to tell me? Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor? Selang, my source tells me you're the one transporting drugs for the Union. He's like, basically he's doing whatever he can to make money, right? So, doesn't really have any principles. Chunky cap. Alright. Let's put on the chunky cap. There we go. Stop squirming.
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
It wasn't some drug crowd. You know who they are. Tell me now.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please, don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
If you don't want to get into this mess, raise your voice. You have to give us a reason to move on. We're buddies, Selang. Help us out. No one will know it was you.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
He points north.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Point to the pale driver. A dazed out, strange.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
Mm-hmm.
It could be. She was strange.
She is very strange.
He's not ruling her out.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
I can... ratted out the lady driver. I can persuade him to give me some money. No, I'll look around things. I don't want to do that. That's gonna hurt my morale or something. And Kim is gonna think bad of me. I don't want Kim to think bad of me. I like Kim. Alright, ma'am.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap your fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
I was actually hoping you could tell me that. Oh, you're right, ma'am. You were out. You could... yeah.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
She adds with contempt. Wait, what's so bad about 50s?
The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Amber? Where else would you be then? When else would you be then?
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory. Who is Gabriel Buenguerro?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
She shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame. Take a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured up.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young?
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Someone, are those not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy.
She gets
What
gruff
difference
suddenly.
does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All
She
of
looks
this.
around. All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, man.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the mine behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
I have some other questions for you, police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
What are you hauling?
Diamonds?
Really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
It would, but I would be really grateful if you would tell me facts instead of lies. Okay, but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
What if the cargo's contraband?
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand, Hermenegildos's bad hand, strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
I still don't really understand this whole boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
Is that a song?
The boyadero, boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk. He is a rugged individualist and explorer.
Okay, what's that? I've already got too many records to listen to it as it is. Change of topic. What's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
I think I see where this is going, so he gives up his riding and settles down, right? No.
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
Imagine you're asking your spouse to do something or to stop something, and then that person just strangles you. How about an adult conversation? My God. That's not where I thought that was going. A beautiful song. That's a terrible song.
You have to understand. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
Well, he didn't have to be so extreme in his reaction, my God.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Alright, are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
Well, aren't you a lady? I was told of a woman driver, you're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
She does not remember what's between her legs. What? Okay, so you're not the driver everyone is terrified of.
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Why you're scared to the people who used to know you?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
You said long haul, that's...
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there, it's all just...
She hums along as if to track on the repeat.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocals.
Some of these characters remind me of the butterfly from The Last Unicorn. So it's like riddles, riddles, and more riddles. Then who's the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
That's all I need to know, thanks.
Oh, Sim.
The woman stares at you, her mind elsewhere now, on other matters. Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
No.
So he doesn't think she's the lady driver?
Probably not.
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Why is that, Lieutenant? Should you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best communers around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
Lomonosov's Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge.
The Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas do Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
She opens her eyes again and shudders. I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself. This should be reported to the proper authorities. Cool, right until your dust, sister. You should take better care of yourself.
You're right, Loman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
You're welcome.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
Show me the soles of your boots.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff?
It's for important police business, ma'am. Please help me out here. It's important. It's police work.
I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are no Gabriel.
No, I'm not. Show me your soles.
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Now the other one, please.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
There's no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this. Another discrepancy, although not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence, Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago.
What do you mean it was the coronation of Franco Negro?
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent.
What the heck?
Perhaps it was another Sheriff who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machines.
She is not odd soul. These are not the boots that made the prints.
I could have told you that from just looking at them. The size is 37.
Yeah.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals.
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
That's not really what I was getting at. Where could I get my hands on any experience like that? Okay, let me ask you something else then. Not really what I was getting at.
Then what were you getting at?
This line of questioning is going nowhere. Try harder.
What is it that you're holding exactly?
Your man, Lowman. What of it?
Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
You said earlier you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs? How can you not know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramirizza to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramirizza to Grat, Loman?
Drugs? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
It's diamonds, Loman, obviously.
She grins. I didn't ask you about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that. If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. It's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet.
She squints across the
He's the
square.
only one I can see from here.
Mañana?
That's correct.
No.
There is no visibility of any of the others.
If you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Thank you.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Her voice trails off. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. The jam mystery. Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. The one she can see from here. What was she talking about? The poetry guy? I don't remember a poetry guy. I'm a bit lost with this. Alright, let's try to talk to him again.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
He shifts around, suddenly uncomfortable, then looks away. Why? Do you need something? What is it? I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business.
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her.
He bites his
All I
lip.
can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know. Now you're saying you do.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
He still is, hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part, not trickery. Bah, emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Who is this person? What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
Who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Oh boy, okay.
Then she may have dyed it again.
When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go.
No.
Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
It is.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
Believe us, it really is. You said she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her.
What?
That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
Oh, she's suicidal?
She
Suicidal?
shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
It's not snitching, it's just a few questions. Come on, man, life is just a joke. I was told everyone's afraid of her, you're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Hold on, her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay?
No.
There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one.
Raceman?
Wait,
Oh.
this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances, and he's okay with others ratting her out. Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
So you're right with others ratting her out, you just don't want your hands dirty?
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too.
Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation too. It's important, I can't blow it. She's a suspect and I need you to tell me where she is or I can't finish the investigation. Force Tommy. I'm gonna say this, I don't want to force him.
You're not going to put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
Imagine it. An explosion of stars. Goodbye world of men, money, and machine.
I would rather force the racist guy. Let's go talk to him. Fine, I'll drop the matter for now.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Okay. We go past her, the nasty guy. I like Tommy. And there's not many people that I like. But this guy, I absolutely despise, so let's force him.
Looking for something?
I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up, where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
First you knew Silang didn't do it.
He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip.
He's been expecting this. He's really puffed himself up.
Just tell me which one's her lorry.
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does, the lady driver?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, him.
Cross your arm and nod.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Say nothing.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Oh no! And I can't access my clothes. But I could put some points into Half-Light. I can try it again though. It's a white check, okay.
Men like this only respect two things. Strength and fear.
Let's go.
Time to turn up the volume.
Show me her lorry right fucking now! The lady driver's lorry, where is it?
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
You are.
There. His voice grows smaller.
As yours. I'm gonna fuck you for the rest of your life. Oh, my life. You understand? I'm gonna put you in a cell with a giant kip. You're gonna be bleeding, kipped dick. You hear me? I've been to your fucking lorry. I know where it is. Point to it. I'm gonna burn it down. You hear me? What's your name, fuckhead? I'm gonna go on police radio saying this guy's told Madre to fuck off. Oh boy. Maybe this. Maybe this. He's scared of this Madre guy.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Now it's not a big deal for him anymore. This is how he saves face.
Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now leave me the fuck alone, okay?
Okay.
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Let's.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Right, I'm going. Asshole. Alright. Nice! I was yelling at a person. That was fun. Past the monument. Or here, this one?
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
The lieutenant peeks inside. Try to peek in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and 2 steering levers.
Try the door.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced.
How are we going to get this open, Kim?
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Really?
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
Okay. I like it. Finally some action. Wait, what does this do again? Inland Empire? Less authority. See if that helps.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow. With a firm grip, you raise the pry bar. A glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, lorry cabin.
Smash it! Say fuck the police and then smash it. Say welcome to River Shoal window and smash it. I'm sorry, smash it. Apologetically. Welcome to River Shoal.
The window shatters and droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement.
Subtle.
Says the lieutenant, sticks his hand in the window like a common car thief and then opens
The
it.
smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Maybe I'm gonna get a stronger crowbar here. Admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a
Ooh.
hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
Stop and wonder, what's that smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably granate number 5.
Study the centerfold.
The actress is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps. And gentle tragedy. This is Tip Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
Oh no, what happened to her?
She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street. A mixture of cocaine and morphine.
Oh boy.
She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too.
Okay, enough of the posters.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Okay, first off, the toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Please, I want a stronger crowbar.
It's an issue of Petit Ferique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the ULAN frequency system.
Hang on.
The ULAN frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
His thought trades off, pushing the pull-out toolbox.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio, posters, a trace of motor oil smell under all the cigarettes.
Examine the radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed. Likely by the missing lady driver.
Yeah, probably.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range, too.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
Damn it. What else is here?
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox under the seat.
Check the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver.
Damn it.
But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Okay.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Looks like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's side boot sole.
Yes?
He likes where this is going, as it's the outsole.
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it to yourself.
One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
The lieutenant's eyes light up behind the prescription lens. Wait, the missing 8th Hardy? Here? She's also the one running drug trade. What a handful.
Now we know for certain who is the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
I think the entire union is involved. Maybe even all of Martinez look around suspiciously. Not necessarily. The lady driver could have kept the drug trade a secret. This would fit what Joyce told us about don't want to make any assumptions.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console and a faint smell of perfume is in the air.
Close
You
it.
close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Ooh. First I have a
It's
thought.
clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
Brother. The what sounds like my stomach is growling. What is my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
Okay, but what's the hard stuff?
Fascism, Brota.
What is fascism, though? Okay, stomach. I've made up my mind about fascism. Judgment.
You're going to keep your vooz, right? Keep your vooz, Brota.
Why is everything with an suddenly? What is going on there? Absolutely not. I'm not going to be played by an upset stomach. Opt out. I will keep my views for the glory of the Revacholian nation. I don't want to be a fascist. How do I do this? Opting out, right? But I get mixed signals. I don't want to be a fascist. I'm not a fascist. How do I get out of here? Absolutely not. I'm not going to be played by an upset stomach. Absolutely not. I'm not going to be played by an upset stomach. Keep my... What vows? What vows? Going to keep your vows, right? Keep your vows, brother. You gotta do is opt. Okay, we're gonna opt out, guys.
There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines, knocking on your alcohol-engorged liver. It is one of betrayal and disappointment.
Sorry. Alright, saving, because I think the conversation with Kim we're gonna postpone for today, and we're gonna do that on Wednesday when I will continue with this game. So we have to talk to Titus again and Joyce, and of course, obviously we have to talk to Kim Kitsuragi. I'm so happy that he's back. Also, I'm so happy that we found so many new places. We found the dice maker. We also got the waterlock thing. I don't know why that was timed. I don't know why that would be timed. It looks like they just repaired the stuff and now you can't just go over there. I don't know why it's like, oh, you have to do it on time, otherwise it's gone forever. I don't know why they made such a big fuss about that. But anyways, also, this whole drug investigation stuff is making progress, which is good. We getting there. But I have to say, for me, when they start talking about all this political stuff, and I know this is a big part of the game, but I really struggle to pay attention to that because it just goes in here and comes out there. It's just like, you know, when they all this racial mumbo jumbo, I'm just like, yeah, cool, yeah, you know, maybe somebody can relate to that because for me it's so hard to listen to that stuff. But everything else about the detective work and stuff, that is really interesting for me. I'm dreading moments where I have to do, like, make big decisions about anything that is related and based upon all this political talk, because I will probably fail that. Fingers crossed, though.